This is Algebra 2, Year 2, homework for Section 8.5, Day 2. We are adding and subtracting rational expressions, and the difference between Day 1 and Day 2 is the denominators are different. So what you have to do is get a common denominator. So problem number 15 is our first one. Our common denominator is going to be 4, and we need 1x, and we need a y squared. So we need a 4xy squared. Okay, now, you're going to go back and look at this first fraction. What's missing? You have the x, and you have 2 of the y's. So what is the number that's missing here? 4. So what are you going to do with both this top and the bottom? You're going to multiply them by 4. And I'm using this blue highlighter so you see that's the work involved. So what is 4 times 5y plus 2?
20y plus 8.
20y plus 8. Okay, now look at your second fraction. What's missing? We have a 4, we have the x, and we have 1 of the y's. What's missing? What do we need? We want this to equal this. What do we have to multiply this by to get it that? What's missing? A y. So we're going to multiply that by y. So you have 2x times y is 2xy. And then minus 4y. Okay, so now we're adding. The numerator, it looks like kind of a mess. The only 2 things that are like terms are these 2 right here. What is 20y plus 4 minus 4y? Plus a negative 4y. What's 20y plus a negative 4y? Anyone? 16y plus 2xy plus 8. All over, what's that denominator?
4xy squared.
Now, you could take a 2 out of all of these terms. That's the only thing you can do to simplify this problem. If you removed a 2 is your greatest common factor in the numerator. So if you took a 2 out of 16, you get 8y. Take the 2 out of 2xy, you get xy. And take a 2 out of 8, you get 4. I think this is one of the harder ones. So if you're feeling a little, whoops, sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Okay, so now what cancels? What cancels? 2
4
goes
can
into
go.
4 how many times? So that is your answer. It is 8y plus xy plus 4 over 2xy squared. 8y what's your answer? Travis, are we on the screen?
Yeah.
We're good, okay. Thumbs up, we good? They'll get easier, they will get easier. Okay, this one. You are going to break this 2y plus 4 up into what? What factors out of 2y and 4? What can we take out of 2y
You can take out
plus?
2.
Take a 2 out. Now sometimes I'll put parentheses around these just to, it makes it easier for me to see what my common denominator is. Does anyone think they know what they wanna get both of these equal to?
Times the other side by 2.
Yes, but what is it? Tell me. You just told me what to do, but what is it? What's the common denominator? It's 2 times y plus 2. 2, you need both of these. So, Kaylin told us what to do. She said multiply the second fraction by what?
2.
2. So can you do that for me right now? Everybody see what's been done? Okay, now what? What's my next line?
You can add
We're not adding, but we're,
subtract
okay, so Kaylin, what do you get in the numerator?
y minus 6.
Good. Over what?
2 times y plus 2.
That's it. Done. Now, I'm gonna hold you responsible. If there's only one variable in the denominator, can you tell me what the restrictions are? What can't y be?
Negative 2.
Good. That's what I wanna see. Okay, 19. Step 1 would be to what?
Do the bottom 6.
Want to get these bottoms to be first factored to see what we have, what we're dealing with. How do you factor these bottoms? How do you factor x squared minus 9?
X plus 3, x minus 3.
How do you factor 2x minus 6?
Can you just take out a 2
Mm-hmm.
and put x minus 3?
Okay, now let's take a look at what our common denominator is. This is what I like to do.
Wait, would you cancel out the x minus 3 first?
No, what do you mean?
Because it's the same.
What's
Wait,
the
you don't-
same?
wait, you don't
What do you
cancel
think
that.
is the same?
Never mind.
What do you see that's the same? You think that's the same as that?
No.
No, they're not the same.
So the x minus 3.
So can you tell me what would be the common denominator? What do we need? We need a
2.
2. We need a,
X plus 3.
and we need one more thing.
X minus
Yep. We need a 2, we need an x plus 3, and we need an x minus 3. That's our common denominator. So what are you gonna do with this first fraction? What's missing? We have these two, what's missing? What do we need to get this to look like? What do I need right here? A 2. So what do I do with this top? Multiply that by 2. So what do you get? What's this right here? What goes in this box?
Negative 6x.
Okay, over here on this side, we have that and we have that. What's
Times
missing?
the top, well, you times it by x plus. So then the top would be 4x plus 12.
What is it?
4x plus 12.
Good, 4x plus 12. Okay, next. What are you gonna do now? Put this all together on top. Anyone? Now, there is a factor of 2 that can be taken out of the numerator. And if we do, we can go ahead and cancel the what's out. What cancels? These 2's, but there's still a negative. So the answer is negative 1 times x minus 6 over what's your restrictions? X can't be what?
Positive and negative 3.
Yep.
Why did you do that, X minus 6?
Because I pulled a 2 out of these 2. I greatest common factor at a 2.
Why did
Take a
you-
2 out. I took a negative 2.
Oh.
Okay, next side. 21. Tell me what step 1 is. What's step 1? What are you gonna do with x squared minus x minus 2? Anyone know what to do, how to break it up, factor it out? So you get what? And then on this side, you're gonna get x so you have to be able to factor. Can you tell me what the common denominator is? What do we need? We need a x minus 2. What else do we need?
X plus 1.
One more thing.
And an x minus 1.
Okay, so now, we're gonna go back. Check out this fraction right here. We've got the first 2, what's it missing?
The x minus 1.
So what are you gonna do with this 2x?
Times it by x minus 1.
So we need to multiply the top and the bottom. We have to take, we have 2x here. We're gonna multiply this by x minus 1. What about this 4x? What do you get here? What do you have to multiply this top and bottom by?
X plus 1.
Uh-huh, x plus 1. This one we needed an x minus 1. Okay, help me out here. What's 2x times x minus 1?
2x squared minus 2.
Minus
X.
2x.
Oh, sorry. It's 4.
And then over here, what do you have?
4x squared plus 4x. This is easy.
Okay, now we're gonna combine the numerators. But be careful, because it's a subtraction problem. So you're subtracting both of these. So what is 2x squared minus 2x minus 4x squared minus 4x? What's 2x squared minus 4x squared?
Negative 2x squared.
And what's negative 2x minus 4x?
6x.
Minus 6x. Now, you could pull a 2 out, a negative 2, but there's nothing that's gonna cancel. So we're gonna leave this answer as it is. If you wanna see what it looks like, we could simplify this numerator. You could take out a negative 2x, but there's nothing you can do. Can you state the restrictions? What can't X be?
Positive 2, positive 1, negative.
That- 31's easy. 31 is easy. Now you got a little break. Can you tell me what the common denominator is? You have a 4x and an x squared.
Squared,
What is it?
4x squared.
Good job, 4x squared. 4x squared. Okay, so let's go backwards here. We have a 4 here, and we have an x. What's missing?
The square is 3 times by x.
So you're gonna multiply both top and bottom by x. So what do you get up here, Amanda?
3x.
Good job. How about right here? We've got x squared. What's missing?
The 4.
Yep,
So it's gonna be 8.
yep. Finish it for me.
3x minus 8.
Done. And what can't x be?
0.
Yeah.
Good job, Amanda.
Good job, Amanda.
Thanks.
Not a problem. How about
Thanks. Thanks, guys, thanks.
33? How do you break up x squared minus 9?
X plus 3x
Wow, girl.
Cassidy, you go.
I don't like this.
No?
No.
I don't want it,
Yeah.
actually.
I hate it.
It's too many
Tell us how you
steps.
feel.
I like it.
Okay, so what is our common denominator? What do we have to multiply? This is missing something.
X minus 3.
So you're gonna multiply that and that by x minus 3.
Bless you.
Is that hard?
No.
So what do you get over here? Do we have to touch this 4?
No.
How about this 7? What do we do with it?
The times it by x. So it's gonna be 7x minus 1.
Good. Okay, next, what do you do? Add up our what?
Top.
What do you get when you add up 4 and 7x and negative 21? Add these 3 up, what do you get?
7x minus 17.
We're done. Just give me the restrictions.
That's everything plus 1 minus 3.
Good. The next 3 should be a piece of cake for you right now. What's your common denominator? What's your common denominator?
2x.
So what do you have to do?
Times it by 2.
What by 2?
The X.
The x. And 5.
So what do you get?
13 over 2x.
3 what?
Plus
10.
10.
What is 3 plus 10? X can't be 0. Is that one easy?
Yeah.
Okay, if that one's easy, this one shouldn't be hard. 36. Tell me what the common denominator is.
2x squared.
Good, 2x squared.
Give me my keys.
You got it, 2x squared. 2x squared. So this first fraction, Jenna, what's missing? What's missing?
2.
So what are you gonna do with 2? You're right.
Times it by 2.
What do you get?
18.
Good. How about here, 2x, what's missing?
X.
What's 3 times x?
X.
Okay, then what do?
Add the top.
What is 18 plus 3x 21x?
No, because they're not the same.
Good.
Oh, I forgot I just
So
got
if
it.
this were a multiple choice question, I bet you they would add up these two and write 21x incorrectly. So watch things like that. What can't x be?
0.
There.
Jenna, you did such a good job.
Good
Jenna,
job,
good
Jenna.
job.
Way to go, Jenna.
Who wants to try this one?
Chris.
Not me. Nope. Not me.
I don't want to
Wait,
do
what
this.
was it?
Try it. What's your common denominator?
It's gonna be 12x
12x
squared.
squared.
Yeah, 12x squared.
Times the first one by x.
What is so funny? 12x squared.
Chris is going with music.
Okay, so what's you have that, you have one of these, what's missing?
That's all you, Chris.
S.
Not x squared, you have one of them. What's missing?
Just an x.
X.
Yep. So what's this?
5x.
Yep.
Good job,
So
Jenna.
what's missing over here?
Well,
Three.
do it.
Oh, it's his turn?
What's 1 times 3?
3.
Okay, then what?
Add
What do you get?
1.
Correct.
X times.
Did you want Chris to do it?
Well, he said
I did
Or
not.
combine them?
And then 12x squared on the bottom.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
did it.
do.
So what can't x be?
0. Hurry, probably.
Okay, 38 isn't too bad.
Chris, do it.
What?
Do this.
It's pretty.
Who thinks they know what the least common multiple is?
12xy.
I mean, should equal.
Cassidy, good job. 12xy, she said.
No, you wanna know where?
12xy. So now we go back and we say, okay, to get to 12xy and I have 4y, what do I need to multiply both of these by? What's missing?
3x.
3x. So whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top.
15x squared.
15x squared. Thank you, Jenna.
You're welcome.
How about this one right here? 6xy, I want to get to 12xy. What's 7 times 2?
14.
Okay, next. Jenna, finish it. You're on a roll.
No.
I got it.
No,
It's,
no,
fif-
no, no, no.
15x squared plus 14 over 12x.
Good job. I will not ask you restrictions when there's 2 variables involved. I won't. Don't worry about it. Only with one. Ooh, this one's a little bit more rigorous than the previous one. But let's see if you can accept the challenge. Anyone think they know what the common denominator is?
40x to the fourth and y to the third.
Good job.
What the heck?
Good job. You got it.
No, yours will be yours.
I need my
Good job.
I don't even, you don't.
Okay, so I got 8. 8 times what is 40? So we need a 5. And we're all set with the 4, x to the 4th, but how many y's are we missing?
2. What do you think we're doing in school?
So we have 5y squared. What is 5y squared times 3?
15y squared.
Good. Okay, the second fraction. 5 times what is 80?
8.
What did I say?
80, but it's
5 times what is 80? 5 times what is 40?
8.
5 times 8 is 40. You know what I meant. What else are we missing?
x squared.
X squared. Do we need any y's?
No.
No, we're set. We're set. No, thank you. What's 1 times 8x squared? Christian, what's my numerator? You got this.
Is at the top and bottom.
Top.
15y squared plus x, or 8x squared,
Over.
40x over y cubed.
Done. Good.
Do we have to do any more?
Yep.
You done?
41.
Oh, that's for me.
That's weird that you, that's weird.
I'm gonna put a parenthesis around this
And
and this. Can you tell me what the common denominator is?
Okay.
A minus B?
It is A minus B, but there's something else. And a plain old B.
I can't do it.
This is one of the more difficult ones, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't-
It's both of these. It's
Why?
A minus B and plain old B.
Because you can't times it by one.
So what are you going to multiply both of these by? We have the A minus B right here. What's missing?
The B,
A B. So if you multiply this by B and this by B, what's B times B?
B squared.
Good. Now this one, you've got your B, what's missing?
A plus
A what?
A minus B, sorry.
A minus B. So you're gonna multiply A minus B. Now, do you remember I said this is one of the more difficult ones? What's A plus B times A minus B? Do you remember?
No.
It's the difference of two perfect squares. It's gonna be A squared minus B squared. Now, when you subtract these, you end up with
A squared.
negative A squared. Negative negative is gonna be a positive, so plus 2B squared. That is one of the more challenging ones.
There's a
42. See this 11? What's underneath it?
1.
Thank you.
Everyone is saying.
So can you tell me what the common denominator is?
3y.
3 what?
3xy.
Uh-huh. So, what do we need to multiply this by to get that?
3xy. Wait, that's on one.
What do we need to multiply 3xy to get 3xy?
1.
1. So what is this gonna be?
4x.
Good. Identical. But what does this have to be multiplied to get 3xy?
3xy.
So what do we do with this 11?
You times it by 3xy.
3xy. What's 11 times 3xy?
33
xy.
xy.
You're gonna have to do that during class.
So help me out. What's my answer?
33xy plus 4x over 3xy.
Done.
Done.
47. How are you going to break up this right here? Factor it. What do you get when you factor that? What do you get when you factor a squared plus 4a plus 4? Anyone? Before I write it.
2.
What else? So what's your common denominator gonna be?
A plus 2 squared.
Yes. It's a plus 2, but we need 2 of them. Okay, so help me out here. What am I gonna do?
And you time the first one by A plus 2.
Like this, Cassidy? Like that? What is 3 times 8 plus 2?
3A plus 6.
What do I do here? Huh? Nothing.
I mean, we'll time it by.
Okay, so help me out. What's my numerator now? Yeah, it is. What's my restriction on this one? A cannot be -2. Okay, you have to do this last problem. Go ahead, we're done.